Topic 9, Lesson 3, Benchmark Fractions. Benchmark fractions are fractions that are easy to recognize and compare. Examples of this would be 1/2, 1/4, 1/3, 1/10. It's things that you've seen plenty of times and you can identify about what it is just by looking at it. If you look, there's two examples there. The first example is a pie chart. If you look at the three different shaded areas, none of them are exact, but I can see easily just by looking at it that the black area is about 1/2 of the circle. So I use my benchmark fraction of 1/2 to be able to estimate it. Number 2, it's not exactly, but it's about 1/3. It's just using another fraction, benchmark fraction, to estimate it. Times to use benchmark fractions. Benchmark fractions are just like estimates. You'd use it just like you would round a number to be able to multiply or divide it easier. You can use benchmark fractions to do that as well with pictures or diagrams. Also, you might want to use it for checking for reasonableness. If I were to say in example 1 that the shaded black area was 70%, I could look at it and say, well, it's less than half, and half would be 50. So that wouldn't be reasonable. Guided practice. The guided practice has a shaded box. A box with part of it shaded in. What benchmark fraction would you use to be able to identify how much of the area is shaded? Well, the first thing I did is I looked at 1/2, and so I drew a dotted line down the middle. And it was more than 1/2. Kind of a little lot more than 1/2. So I looked at thirds, and as you can see underneath, I drew lines. And when I drew my 3 lines underneath, it looked like they were pretty even, right? And so I'm estimating that that shaded area is about 2/3 of the total. And that's really all you need to know about benchmark fractions. If you have any questions, make sure you join Mr. Linz's group. See you tomorrow.